This is Frida Kirema, enabling trend. I want today to introduce you to my world in the state that I live in, to show you what challenges do I encounter when it comes to accessibility in the house that I live, and to come in and out the house, which is a challenge for many people living with disability. So let me show you what happens. Mine, I want to say the challenge that I have mostly going out is that even if I have an electric, depending on your affordability, seriously, is that there are those who are able to afford the wheelchair, which is a manual, and there are those who are able to have even the electric wheelchair. In my case, my electric wheelchair is not able to go down the stairs. So what happens is that I'm forced to use my manual wheelchair. I go down with it, then I transfer and go to the vehicle or wherever I am, so that if I'm taking a ride around the estate, I use the electric wheelchair. I have to transfer from the manual to the wheelchair down the stairs, then I can go with it. If it's the car, the same thing. I enter the car, then I leave the manual one and I proceed with the electric. So because of the way they are made, mine is, the wheels are so small, so apparently that is why I have to use this manual one, which has larger wheels, and it is able to roll down the stairs. My caregiver here, she's called Dorcas, she assists me to go down. The wheel will show you how we manage and maneuver the wheel. Okay, but you have to be very careful. Slowly she pushes up and I will down. It is scary, but we try. It's not an easy affair, but she really does her best. This is how we go down the stairs. There we go. Now, you can see this is my electric wheelchair. If I wanted to take a walk around the estate, what I do, I usually have to transfer from this point to that point. But if I have to the vehicle, I have to take it there and then I transfer manually. As you can see, the setup of the estate. It is very unfortunate that the people with disability were not, especially people who are using wheelchairs, were not catered for there are no ramps. Not that I've not been able to request. I requested, but I was told it is such a long procedure for it to be fixed. Especially, I don't own the house. I will just have to find a way to manage myself to move up and down the stairs. I tried. I have made wooden ramps. I made wooden. Eventually, they broke down. I made the metal. It is so cumbersome all the time to being able to pull it to come and do it. I've managed to ask the owners of the estate who manage the estate why they don't advocate for the ramps, or they are not factored in the issue of people living with disabilities, especially the ones who are using wheelchairs. They said that it is such a tedious, not a tedious, a major process to come up with a proposal to build the ramps to all the stairs, especially the ground floor. Like for me, I live in the ground floor. For someone who is living even up in this situation, is even more tedious for them, because they have to involve a lot of manpower to go up the stairs. So probably it is a factor which it is a, how can I say, it is a very bad, for me it is a very bad thing for people living with disability, because we were not included at all in the planning session of the people who are making up this estate. It's a famous estate, it is known all over Kenya, but apparently the factoring the issue of people living with disability, it is totally zero for me. I can just say it is zero in this estate. So, here we are. You have all witnessed how difficult it is, how for someone who is disabled. Sometimes it limits me. Sometimes I even want to go outside, bask in the sun, go do my business around the estate and everything. But when I consider the challenges of going up and down, the way I evolve, the way I tire people, because it becomes it limits me. Let's say it is a challenge, it limits me. So probably I'm appealing to the owners of estates, to the people who plan, even to the Ministry of Planning, that for me, in fact, what they should have put forth first is to say every building should be built with ramps, not stairs, so that it can include everybody. So that the ramps come first, then stairs come second. They should also, if the owners are private people, they should have incentives like other government in other places in the world. They say if you factor in the issue that affects people with disability, they will waive away or even a small margin of the tax in your building, so that people can be motivated to include people with disability in their building, to factor their issues, to factor what they need, their accessibility in their buildings. And that is my take today, as Freda Kirema in Enabling Trend. And I also want to thank Beyond Disability TV for having to capture this moment. Thank you.